I'm the elementary swim teacher and coach at Saigon South International School in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Computers and water don't necessarily go well together. CoETaIL has challenged me in the 21st century classroom to be innovative with technology in aquatics class. The marriage of these two topics required a great deal of thought due to a lack of resources, models, units, or lesson plans available. So that was the big question. How do I integrate aquatics with technology for students in a meaningful and transformative way? The goal of my project was to redefine technology used with students in swim class using the SAMR model and SMART goals as my guide. So I dove into my final CoETaIL project with performance-based skills on the computer in mind. Students would reflect and share swim progress with their parents at learning journeys. Learning journeys are the SSIS student-led conferences held in mid-April where students share all their core subject matter in 1 hour and then visit specialist classes. In the past, students trained with each other for learning journeys. They role-played being a parent to explain water safety, equipment, life jackets, etc. With 400 students in elementary, students weren't allowed to actually get in the pool and show their parents their swimming skills due to pool capacity and safety issues. So really, the only time parents saw their child's swimming performance was at a swim meet, and often only one parent would attend due to work schedules. Parents often record their child swimming and are then able to share it with the whole family and watch it over and over again at home after the swim meet. But there are only 42 students allowed on swim team, so that leaves out a lot of students who could and should be showing their swimming skills. So I decided to videotape the 3 grade 5 classes for 4 months. The students would learn and review, record and reflect on the 4 competitive strokes, which became Techquatics. The tool I used for recording was an iPad. I prefer the screen size compared to a camera to show students immediate feedback. The grade 5 students were video recorded swimming 25-meter freestyle in January. In February, the following month, we videotaped students swimming 25-meter backstroke slowly and focusing on technique. In March, they were videotaped swimming breaststroke, including pullouts to check for disqualifications at swim meets. The last competitive stroke was filmed in April, and that was the butterfly stroke. This gave valuable feedback for self-assessment. As you can see, the breathing is good. The kick is a little bit too close together, so she needs to have her second kick as her arms are leaving the surface before recovery. The students were excited to combine swimming with technology in a meaningful way and reflect on their strokes in their blog posts. I used a computer to upload each student recording of their swim stroke to the SSIS school's YouTube. The students then embedded their own video recording from YouTube onto their own classroom blog outside of swim class. Classroom teachers and support teachers taught students how to embed videos on their blogs since I couldn't afford to take pool time away to teach them. Students collaborate and peer tutor to help one another through the process while learning from each other's blogs. But the final CoETaIL project would not have been possible without classroom teachers' support and collaboration. Classroom teachers assigned students swim homework by linking my blog on their own blog. Reflections were done at home after viewing their videos so it wouldn't interfere with their classroom time. Students followed instructions on my blog by answering guiding questions. Each of my posts included an animated tutorial or YouTube video of the stroke students were reflecting on. A rubric helped prepare them for presenting one of their strokes during learning journeys to their parents. It combined technology skills, swimming, and writing for content, skills, mechanics, presentation, and performance. Finally, the actual day arrives for learning journeys. Students show their parents swimming skills without actually getting into the swimming pool. Grade 5 reached their goals of swimming recording, reflecting the 4 strokes, and sharing one of those blog posts with their parents at Learning Journeys. This was a valuable tool to view technique and target specific areas to improve. Individualization applied to every student through this process since they could work at their own ability level. This feedback was relevant to the students, and they were able to work independently and be creative with their blog posts. The outcome from Learning Journeys was highly successful. All the criteria on the SMART goals list was attained.
In the Learning Journeys blog post, we had to write a blog post about our swimming butterfly and then how did we improve. So when I did it, I didn't really know how to do it, and then when Miss Bash showed me the animation video, I looked at it and I knew when to do what, like when to come up and when to how to put my hands. So it helped me a lot in the blog post, and it was good.
During Learning Journeys, I showed my parents a freestyle video, which I had posted on my blog. It was of me swimming, and I'd never seen myself swim before, so I didn't know what I was doing wrong. I felt like I was doing fine. I was, doing really well. But then when I looked, I could see these little small problems, and it really, really helped me review and rethink the way I was swimming, and it really helped.
At Learning Journeys, I showed my parents the freestyle stroke. I thought that the positioning of my hands was correct, but then when I reflected, I noticed that the way I kicked was incorrect and the way I kicked off the wall. I think posting the videos of you swimming on your blog is helpful because you can tell from a different perspective how you're swimming.
In Learning Journeys, I showed my parents my breaststroke because it is it's the most easiest for me because I learned it first. Showing them on technology is good because you don't have to show them immediately because it takes more time. But there are some flaws to technology, like sometimes maybe there's no internet or it doesn't load correctly. But overall, I think it's better than doing it manually.
So, what would I do differently next time? A few things. I'd expand the project to include grade 4 since they also blog independently. I would like to see students add audio reflections to their videos for a more personal and thorough self-assessment. And I need to differentiate for students who don't swim due to medical reasons. Maybe they could reflect on a friend's stroke or help record and upload videos. I learned students are often much more capable of doing what we request and should be encouraged to expand their horizons. I only see them every 8 days, and they were really pretty responsible and independent and got their work done. I've been sharing this unit with my team since we all do Learning Journeys planning together. I'm encouraging this type of project since several specialist classes are performance-based and can be easily shared via blogs. As I reached the finish line with this course, I realized I learned 3 important things with implementing technology in the 21st century classroom. My greatest learning in this course was the SAMR model, being aware and applying to all technology tasks to reach transformation is necessary for innovation and growth. I also learned that it's not just the technology available, but how it's used that is especially important. And finally, Bloom's taxonomy still addresses educational needs in all of the domains. The implementation of technology and aquatics did meet the definition of redefinition. Techquatics is a viable option and a very useful and meaningful tool for creating and reflecting.